Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey y'all, it's your girl Miss V live, straight talk with Miss V. In the building, we got Big Tone.
No.
Hey Rob,
Good morning, everybody. What's up with y'all?
and back once again, Miss Shannon. All right, so today, the topic today is life. Keep lifing or you'll get lost.
That's pretty good.
Keep lifing or you'll get fucking lost. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
What is life, actually?
Life is the thing that you go through until you get to the end of the line.
All right. Sounds great. A lot of people don't understand that you put on earth to die. You go right back to your baby form. You die with that one tooth that you came in the world with.
Okay.
But the key thing about life is to have a good one. I think you got to treat people good around you to have a good life because God don't like ugly. And he will bless you with bullshit.
Well, you know the very sad part about that is no matter how good you are to people, it's always a motherfucker who going to misuse your good.
Absolutely. I always tell people, I always tell everybody, like the key to life is that little asterisk that's in between the the day you was born and the day you die. That's what matters. That's what matters. That
Yeah.
little mark that's in between that's when you land in your
That
casket
little dash.
and that little dash, that little space is what defines your life, what you did on this earth while
But
you
all
was
the
alive.
extra shit that people do is just part of manipulation.
Rob, can you move that over, please?
It's all part of manipulation. And
I got too much
people
shit in my
tend to prey on people's weaknesses. A person's weakness really can be doing too much for people.
That is a true weakness. And a
Yeah.
lot of people don't think that. A lot of people have a tendency, especially church folks, the shit drive me crazy. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna be blessed in the long run. The thing is, sometimes God allow you to do all these shenanigan, foolish things till you catch on and say, "Oh, ouch, that hurt." When do you realize that that niceness is your weakness?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know when that happens to fucking categorize your niceness.
That's why
I ain't gonna say not be nice.
I only deal with situations where I know it's reciprocated. Sorry.
And it's
Not sorry.
right, because I always say a lot of people would say that's so unfortunate. Dad,
Yeah.
you only be nice to certain people. You're supposed to be nice to everybody and give out Skittles and
Mm.
candy and
Shit.
Well, that's why I choose to. I'm real big. Anybody that knows me closely will know that I surround myself with my people. My people.
explain that.
Yeah,
They
your
for
people.
me. They're for me. Um, they don't have to explain their love for me. It's already known. They know my love for them,
Oh, shit.
and I choose to surround myself with my people.
Oh.
So that way, and that's not to say that all relationships that I choose are reciprocated, but I do know what the outcome is going to be. Some people are just takers.
Well, how do you know but still walk through the
You mad
fire?
at Cleo?
I mean, like, no, like,
Some people are takers.
how do
I
you
know what's going to happen, but I'm going to still deal with
That's
it.
what I'm asking.
No, I'm just saying, like, you have people that everybody has a different walk in life.
Mhm.
Their journey is just their journey,
Okay.
and I can accept and understand people
It is
going
what it
through
is.
their journey. A lot they don't. Sometimes they don't mean any harm. They're not. They may not even understand or know that they are just a taker.
Like me, I've been sitting here by God to deliver the gospel of the ghetto. So stick with me because I'm a genius also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I make fuzzy pocketbooks too. Can you mind?
Oh.
I think a lot of people, Shannon, like you said, not so much as you know it, so you walk through the fire. But like if it's your family, I already know you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
Yeah. I
So I'm
mean,
ready for it.
you accept who they are. You just accept it. Now, I'm not one of those people that because you're family, I'm a ride or die for you. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them.
That's a hard lesson right there to learn.
I'm not one of them.
That's a hard one.
Family will
Because
screw
family,
your
I'm
ass in
not.
a
family family will
Yeah.
screw you
no,
every time.
I choose to deal with people. I let people be them.
Mhm.
You're gonna. I allow you to show me who you are, how you love me, and I choose to deal with you or not.
I mean, family fuck you faster than your friends. to
So
be honest with you.
rapidly.
Yeah.
With
I'm
no
talking about
hesitation.
like with no grease, they fuck the shit out.
You know
Yeah.
why?
Family gonna get you every
You
time.
know why?
Because they can.
Because they think that
They know
that's
your weakness.
acceptable.
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
family though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's exactly
Better
what they
give
say.
my $1,500, bitch. You ain't family to me no more. God, no,
I mean, because
no.
family drop the ball all the time, man, and then use the scapegoat of the we family thing to get over on you and constantly take advantage of certain situations. After a while, you get tired of the stupid shit. You know what I mean? And then make you distance yourself from family. That's why a lot of families are not family oriented like they used to be. It be so
Right,
much,
and
so
see,
much deep rooted
Once
bullshit.
grandma
in family.
dies, it's over.
Yeah, man.
It's,
That shit
that was
crazy.
bringing me to what the topic was about young people. Like growing up in our community, we had certain things
Yeah.
that made the fucking day great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A fucking frozen cup made your day great in the summertime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A Miss Betty house that had the motherfucking frozen cups and the penny candy.
It's
She sold
always
out
a
the
lady
house.
like Miss Betty, Miss Greta, something like
Right.
that. So I mean, those are the
Miss
things like
Shirley down the street and Mr. Martin creeping and hitting.
right. Nobody don't know it. All they know is
Yeah.
always giving her a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause she ride him back.
Yeah.
But we didn't get that. Nowadays, the kids be like, "Oh, he fucking her," with no respect.
Kids know too much.
That's what it is.
You know, we wasn't allowed. We were like that because we wasn't allowed to know certain shit.
And if we knew it, you better keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Or you get the shit pinched out you, or you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Or smacked out. Let's
Yeah.
be
You
clear.
couldn't even stay in the room when adults was talking.
Talking.
Mm-mm.
That's
Mm-mm.
fact.
Oh yeah, you come from upstairs doing the get together and shit. You and all your cousins got to stay upstairs. You come downstairs, you getting your ass whooped.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, because there's nothing you need down here. You already ate.
And that's exactly the statement.
You know what I'm
Nothing you
saying?
need down here. Nothing
you
down here
need
for you.
down here. It's 10 o'clock at night.
My
The
mother used to
fuck
say
you
that
doing?
too.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? There's nothing you need down here.
Yeah. You know what
I
I'm saying?
just wanted to. Nope, there's nobody here.
Get
for
your
you.
ass upstairs. As soon as you come downstairs, the smell of weed, fug, and drink is all in the air.
But you know what? You never knew. I didn't know that the brown envelope that I seen once
The
at
corn
a get
envelope.
together was weed in those
Yeah.
bags back then.
Yeah.
I never knew that my mother was indulged in anything.
I was a little advanced because I got to see a whole lot of shit coming up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure Robbie did too.
Yeah.
We dudes.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So the females tend to got away from shit. We was looking for shit.
Right? And see, that was the difference.
You know what I'm saying? So I remember being
Because guys
in-
want to keep up with what they can, you
I
know.
I mean,
remember
we
being
would
in
actually
first
open those
grade.
envelopes and look in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we
I-
found the dirty
I don't even
magazines in
remember
the
ever seeing it.
parent
I can't
room,
even.
the
I don't
tape.
even know what y'all talking about. Like I don't even.
Like,
You don't know the
wow.
struggle of watching the dirty tape and had to put it back where it was at.
If rewind it.
That-
Yeah, you had to look at the
same
numbers on the
scene.
VCR.
Same.
No, nowadays the kids just pulling shit up on the phone like, yo, look at them.
Yeah, see, we ain't had it. Them VHSs and them betas, boy, you would rewind.
You will be scarred for life when you walk in on your parents fucking.
Oh!
Don't say it, because I don't even want to imagine that.
Oh,
Never
it was
had that.
funny though, because I ended up
Ew.
getting my ass whipped. I'm like, how this nigga had the energy to whip my ass? He just finished fucking.
Yuck.
I walked in the room, he couldn't find him to come up with. So he had
No!
it back. I'm like,
No!
Yeah.
I
No!
walked
No!
out, motherfucker. He threw something on quick
So
like
he got mad
Superman.
at you because
But
he
why
was,
you
he was
mad?
in himself.
Why you
He
mad at
Brian
me?
Bucks. I'd be mad at you. I'd whip my own ass.
Oh my God. Oh my God, no.
Do you know what it do to a man when you get stopped mid-bus? Oh, man, Incredible Hulk come
I'm
on.
gonna kill this fucking kid.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I was one of those advanced kids that knew too much and saw a lot of shit in my family because I had everything in my family. Gay people, you know what I'm saying? Men and women, drug abusers, all that. I grew up watching all this shit. So I'm like in the first grade or whatever, and this kid in my class talking about it. His mother got to shoot water in her leg for her to get up and walk in the morning. I'm like,
What?
man, your mother shooting dope.
So you told him. So you told him.
You lost
You
me.
the kid that tell everybody, well, I already know. There ain't no fucking Santa
Man,
Claus.
That's
man,
what they
your
told
mother-
the kid?
That's what I told him.
No, I'm
your
saying,
mother
how
shooting
did they
dope.
get water? Where they get water?
I
from?
Because
don't
he
know.
probably see them with the liquid or
Yeah.
you know the rock. Anything you burning, you gonna pull it in. He probably just see the liquid.
She got a
going in.
shoot in her leg to get him walk. That's out the gate shot. You know what I'm saying?
But see, the thing I'm trying to say, the unfortunate part is, you said that shit directly to him. You ain't said in front of no grown-ups. Nobody else knew. But now kids today do this shit out in the open. Their level of
No, he told
disrespect
the,
is
the
unbelievable.
teacher heard me because I was like, "Hey, your mama ain't shooting water unless you're shooting dope. Go to the office. How do you know stuff like that?" So they called my father,
Because nobody knew that.
and they said
just say it out
it's
loud.
sad because this young kid, his mother's very ill. She have to shoot something in her leg, whatever, for her to walk or whatever. My father said, "What? Man, that shit dope."
Oh, so we know
They
where they
said-
got it from.
Miss,
His dad.
just go to class. Just told me just go.
Right, 'cause like, what the fuck? We don't even want to meet him with your father because he gonna come in this bitch like, so what? You know,
I'm
mad
just
'cause my kids
saying.
told the truth. I'm just saying, like, the difference now, how it was when we grew up. And it's like no medium where you can fix these kids. They so fucking entitled. They look at you like,
I was just talking about this.
oh, what I can't express myself. Nigga, when I grew up, I couldn't express myself till like 8th grade.
Yo, when me and Robbie was outside, let me get this out real quick. When me and Robbie was outside, we passed the statute of limitations. So when we were out there doing whatever, we respected the cops.
Right.
These kids, the cops ride by, they be like that. We never did that.
Yo, they will hop out on your ass and run your ass down, and half the
The
time,
kids don't even
all
go
of
nowhere no
them-
more. Stand there.
Yeah,
With the
because
puppy
they
book,
know
with the
they
weed in
can't
the motherfucker.
touch you. I was downtown
It's
the
unbelievable to me.
other day. A motherfucker was like, "I'll shoot the shit out you," son, and had a joint on him. I'm like, "Come on, let's go."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not catching another nigga bullets, man.
Yeah,
And I think that's the hard part. Well, no, what you was about to say, Shannon?
I was just about to say, I think it's a few things. I think with the kids, the first thing is I remember when I was young, we had more respect for the police because we had somewhat of a personal relationship with them. So like I'm never gonna say I grew up in the hood and I didn't have a rough childhood, none of that. But I will say that now looking back, I mean that's how I felt when I was younger. Now looking back, I most definitely grew up in the hood. But I remember the officer friendly coming to the school.
Right.
That same officer
McGruff, the
was
crime dog
walking.
in his trench
What
coat.
neighborhood
He was
you grew up
walking the
in?
Fuck
neighborhood.
McGruff.
Right. I'm not saying that we had to be okay. I'm just saying that it was more personal
Yeah.
when we were younger. They came to the school. They wanted the community action.
Never like
community
cops. I'm
involvement.
sorry.
No, I'm not saying
I don't
you
know.
like them. I'm not saying you had to like them, but what I'm saying is
And I'm
I don't
sure
care who
Robbie
you-
can speak on it.
Listen.
Our relationship with the cops was fucked up.
it can be fucked up. But what I'm
I mean,
saying is
I think everybody was
officer
different.
such and such.
Not when you probably
When you
elementary
saw
and middle
officer
school,
such
y'all
and
like
such,
was
you
fucked
knew
up.
him. Now
Never
whether you
liked the
chose
cops.
to get away from him or have a conversation with him or whatever,
But you knew who it was.
but you knew who he was, and he
Oh,
probably
yo,
knew who
here
you
come
was.
big
Here come
Ted.
Rob. Here
You
come
ready to
Rob.
go?
Come on, Rob. Get out the store and go home. Like you might go. Yo, I'm not saying you had to have a personal relationship with him where you want to have a
But you
conversation.
knew who it was. Everybody knew who the
You
police
knew who
certain
they
ones
were.
was.
They knew who you were. We don't have that anymore.
I used to see the cops take family members away. I never liked them.
I don't know.
I'm
I
about to
grew
say,
up
Damn, they got Uncle Kevin again.
in elementary school. I grew up down Sandtown, and we ain't have all that bullshit. We had police that walked the beat up and down the block.
Yes. Now whether you chose to run from them, walk away from them, talk to them, that was your choice. But I'm just saying
You knew who
you
it
don't
was.
have community. You don't have any community interaction anymore.
well, in my neighborhood, only time you seen police walking around there is when they was getting ready to jump out and chase somebody.
And that's okay
So-
too. But you knew who they were.
But you knew
So-
so
Now you don't
officers
know
who were.
nothing.
Oh, yo, that's
you
Big Kevin. Now they
you
gonna
had to know Peckerhead and Rainbow Man and
See what I'm
She
saying?
just
Russian
saying
and Big
you,
Black
you
and
knew
them.
who they were.
Yeah.
They knew who you
Robo
were.
cop.
Yeah.
And they knew who you were.
Yeah.
They knew at a minimum, they knew that you were this person or that person. You were capable of doing this or capable of
They're
doing
like,
that.
Big C, we can see your fat ass a mile away.
Right. You knew them, and they even if you ran, y'all still knew who each other was.
I ain't gonna lie, they pull up on you. Hey, Robbie.
See what I'm
You
Yeah.
mad as shit.
Oh, you out this motherfucker again?
Take
Did
off.
we just beat you
They
down
pull-
yesterday?
They pull
So
that
now
shit.
They
it's
tell him, yo, we're going to house changing shirt. Like they don't know us. Like they
But
don't know
now
the
it's none of that.
Same
Now
shit.
it's none of that. Now they pull up the kids in the neighborhood instantly got an attitude because they giving them attitude. So now it's attitude on both sides. It's
No,
no
but the
type
cops
of
don't
respect.
say shit to them. I ain't
They
gonna
don't
lie.
say, I gotta say, the cops back then would beat you down, chase you,
They
probably
will
even crack
watch.
jokes.
The cops will watch
But
somebody get
now-
stabbed, sit there, wait till they finish stabbing them, and
Wait
get
till-
out, call the
Still
ambulance.
fucking wait. Don't even,
But
they don't move till they get called
I'm
in.
gonna play devil's advocate. You gotta understand where they coming from too, because people done calling in on, they done entitled
Yeah.
all these people.
Yeah.
Them people got pensions and a life too. So
And that's the purpose of this.
because I'm not on the
Good
wrong
story
side
today.
of the law anymore, so I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But like when we were younger, it was just a rat race, and I didn't understand. Like, yo, y'all chasing us, yo. We nobody. You know what I'm saying? We
something bigger
getting a
than us.
couple dollars, yo. But we ain't shit out here. You know what I'm saying? Like you wasting your time. You know what I mean? We gonna come out here. You ain't gonna stop us.
I'm talking about you can get bailed out. I'm talking about I was on the block. I remember the night I got shot. I never forget it. I came, leave the hospital, come back. I got to tear my raw ass out with the thing around me like this. That I come out the hospital, I come right on the block. Hey yo, let me hit that. I'm trying to smoke and drink immediately. As soon as I come out, niggas like. I was like, yo, go your dumb ass. Oh shit. The fuck is you doing? I'm like, man, I gotta get high real quick tonight. It's been crazy. I was like, man, homicide was down that motherfucker keep pressuring me. I ain't see shit. I don't know shit. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to get high.
So last week it was a shooting, and a young girl was killed, like on some school property or something. And I want to say like 14,
Yeah, I heard about
young
that.
girl. Then like a separate incident, another young girl was shot. So when the newscast came around to ask the mayor questions, they said, "Well,
Oh,
what are
yeah.
you doing about the crime these young people committing in the city?" The mayor looked at him and said, "You know what? I ain't for your dumb ass questions. If you gonna ask me dumb shit, don't ask me nothing. Ask me some real questions."
I feel him. I'm sorry.
And the tough part is, you expect more out of your mayor, but I felt where he was coming from.
Yeah, because what the fuck can he do? It's not the Wild Wild West where he a sheriff and he walking around gunslinging.
Well,
and
Right,
shit
right.
like
That's
that.
the only way he gonna get any respect.
That
He
young
gonna have to suit up and lose his life, and then they gonna say,
But-
"Oh, he was for the
that
street."
young man is
Front
doing
part-
the best he can.
I believe so.
He's
Especially
doing the
in the
best
midst
he
of all
can.
this mess. My thing is, where the fuck is the community? Like, what? These children
Too busy
belong to
filming.
somebody.
They too busy filming. When stuff every
That's
time
the
stuff
fucking
happens,
kids. They
it's
belong
stuff
to
on
somebody.
social
Back
media.
when we was outside, Michelle and them calling the cops
Yeah.
if you sitting too long.
Right off the bat.
He done ran down there.
Especially if you on the steps next door and you cussing. Did you cuss? Let me call the police. Y'all
Mr.
gotta go.
Fred, get the fuck
But
off
now
my
you don't want to
block.
call the police.
Like,
Now what I do is I don't care whose child you are. Why are you doing that?
Parents
Yeah.
don't
Don't do that.
take
I ain't saying shit to
responsibility
them
no
I
more.
do.
kids. You get
I,
shot.
because it's approach. I do. They can cuss me out. That's fine. They can tell me
Yeah.
about my business, and I go about my business. But I know how I have children, and I would want, and I have boys, so
Mhm.
I would want someone to do those things for mine if they say I'm out of control or something that they shouldn't be doing. Why are you doing that? Don't talk like
But
that
see,
in
I
front
get
of
a
these
different
people.
response
They-
from them because they look at me and they read the tattoos. They ain't dumb. You know what I'm saying? And they like, oh, all right, cool, OG, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Like, where I live at, it's a convenience store. And of course, every convenience store you go to, gas out, gas out. And one dude said, yo, you see this dude every day. Has he ever bought weed from you? Yo, stop fucking saying gas to this man. Even though I smoke weed, but I just don't want that
I mean,
shit.
your fucking business.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
What is the level
yeah.
of that respect?
yeah, short young guy like, yo, he don't want it. Yo, stop saying it. You know
I
what
went
I'm
to
saying?
that same thing with the
Yeah.
convenience store by my house, and the kids would. The same fucking boy would do it every time. He would laugh, and then somebody else, another kid out there, linked on him.
Yeah.
And then my sons was in the parking lot, and they heard it and came over, and it was like really detrimental for him. But the thing is, when the fuck do y'all just stop? Where are the parents that these people belong to?
Where's the accountability?
Where is the fucking accountability?
That's all I'm saying.
Well, come on. We live in a tough city, so these kids that's out
They
there, let's
still
be
belong
honest.
to somebody,
But let's be
Shannon.
honest.
They belong
But
to
what if their
somebody.
parents- Check this out. This is all I gotta say. Our kids not out there. Our kids not out there.
I feel like
And
we
now
need
I
to find
can't
a
say
way
that
to
that
approach
that,
the
that we
situation.
at some our kids don't do stupid stuff at times.
You know,
But our child is not going to be gone standing in front of the gas station every day.
Oh,
all
fuck
day.
ass no.
Our kids might get away with a couple days here and there. You know, they sneaking off doing something, but they got different type of.
Yeah, my son know that I'm gonna punch him in his mouth if I catch him standing on anything.
well, see, the thing is, they gonna all fucking try it, whether we punch it or not. But it's the accountability and the consistency that bothers me with the whole thing.
That
One
first-
minute somebody says stuff, next minute like I don't give a fuck.
My sons were out there doing their thing or whatever. They had a brilliant plan. I was like, why the fuck y'all ain't include me at the time? But I'm like, yo, wait a minute. But all of them had enough sense to be like, that was this.
Mhm.
They all still had a good work ethic in them and shit like that to be able to be functioning in society. Just like I did. I was out there doing everything. But once I was ready, it still stuck in my head all the shit that my father taught me of how to be in society. You know, we didn't disrespect, and Rob, I'm sure he can contest to it, because we was all out there at the same time. If you see Miss Jones getting out the car,
Help her with a bag.
you put the work up.
Mhm.
Not try to, hey, you need something, Miss Jones. But now these days, Miss Jones getting high.
That's the there you go. Right
That's
there.
the
There you
issue.
go
I
right
just
there.
feel
The
like
community ain't
the
shit
community
no more.
ain't nothing, and it's tough. I think the hold the mayor accountable for what the fuck your child
You can't
doing
blame one
is
man.
wrong.
I ain't gonna lie, like I'm sure like Faz just said what he said. When we used to be on a block, right? And this gonna sound crazy, but I used to hustle directly up the street from my house.
Mm-hmm.
And like my aunt would come up the street. It wasn't I ain't even want her to see me. Let alone I tell everybody like, yo, niggas be like, oh yo, here come Robbie and niggas even if you serving somebody, they walk away from people. That was the respect that we had back for older people back in the day. Like you niggas would get the block clean, niggas would do certain shit.
Block
And-
parties. all
Block,
that shit.
yeah, man.
So
they
what
ain't
do
doing
we
that shit no more.
suggest? Because my thing is, I suggest that we can hold our peers accountable. Because when I see people, kids, I'm going to call you, yo, why the fuck your nephew down here cutting up? Why
Because
your son out here cutting
the
up?
problem with that is, V, is you, again, we've said this many a time.
It's that
You got
don't say
two-
shit to my kid.
You got
Yo,
too
you
many
gotta-
parents that's trying to be their kid's friend instead of being their
But
motherfucking mother.
you got to own up. You got to know that if nothing else about black folks, they don't like to be fucking embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you on live every fucking time. Yo, I see your son down here. Bop, bop, bop. I'm going to fucking tell you. I'm going to tell, yo, I see your nephew, whatever. I see your niece down this bitch with this motherfucking micro mini skirt on. Yo, she looking
But
like a
that's why
woman.
there's
Somebody
no
going to dig up her
community.
ass.
We go back to the word community. It's no community.
Because when people
anymore.
hear that, they be like, you know what? He is not out here embarrassing me. Let me go get my kid. Even if they want to be the kid friend, they ain't going to be embarrassed. It got to be some kind of way to hold people accountable for their bullshit and not just be like, well, that's life. It is what it is. You got to go through to get through. All that shit bothers me.
That's just like, okay, if I roll up on a scene and you're not around and I see Reese doing some goofy shit, I'm gonna hell his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
And that's what I
what
expect.
the fuck you doing,
He-
yo?
I was so pissed off with him over the weekend. And I talked to, me and his son talk all the time. I talked to Fash yesterday. I said, yo, your father home? He was like, nope. I said, when your father get in, tell your father call Maurice. Like, you got to be able to allow somebody to step in and help you.
Right.
They looking for the mayor to do the dynamic. They looking for the new governor to do the dynamic. What they can do, you're not going to like. Because when they start holding parents accountable for the children crimes, when they start saying they're going to jail and leaving their little asses in jail with real time and not 6 months, everybody going to hate the governor and the mayor. So why not police yourselves?
I'm gonna say two names right now, and people don't know it, but the change is already starting with them city police. They ain't gonna be sitting forever. I done seen them now. They didn't put that task force back together and shit. They pulling more motherfuckers over in the city. That motherfucker Westmore and Ivan Bates.
I believe that's going to be the team. That's going to be the team that
it's,
changes.
you know, and then with Brandon Scott, I'm sure he got some shit in the works, man. Like, them days gonna be over. Like I say, man,
And then people
my
going to be upset.
worst years of hustling was when O'Malley became
Oh,
a motherfucking man.
motherfucking God.
And his wife
Was
was
a
the
judge.
judge.
Listen,
Now that was a team.
That nigga would come out like a knocker.
Yo, you was sure to. I went to court for a ticket. Everybody that went in front of her, she asked, "So did they take you to central booking?"
O'Malley.
And after you said no,
everybody up.
she was like, "Oh, so you need 48 hours in a jail? Oh, you need." So I thought when my time comes, this bitch is about to
Let me-
send me to central booking.
let me tell your ass something. O'Malley had the dirty clothes on with the shit on his face in your dope line. No bullshit. He was coming to cop from you himself.
He was riding on the
He was
back of
riding in the
trash
back of
trucks.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
O'Malley was, listen,
that white
O'Malley
boy
was a whole
damn.
different kind of man, man. And I'm not gonna lie, when his
That's
ass
how
was in,
it became
when he
governor.
was in, crime was down. When he was in here, all that shooting, motherfuckers was petrified of O'Malley.
We were getting money when Smoke was in there. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
See,
but
all he
O'Malley-
wanted was the city to read.
when,
Let's just
when
read.
Smoke and Patricia
Yeah.
Jackson, you could shoot 25 people and be home in a week.
O'Malley,
Yeah.
O'Malley had to been 90.
Whatever that-
Six,
I was
seven.
gonna say after high
Yeah, I was
school.
ready to say whatever them years.
That was 67, wasn't it, bro?
Nah, he
No,
became mayor
At what?
in
92?
92.
Two. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm saying as far as
Wasn't
like
that far back?
Yeah, because he was the governor for the rest of the time.
Oh, right, you're
Yeah.
right. That's
Oh,
what I'm thinking.
yeah,
He
he
was
was
right.
right, right. So, yeah, 90.
Because he became the governor as soon as he finished being the mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
because
Sheila Dixon
that-
came
that-
to him.
that mayor-
Because
yeah.
he did such a good job as the
Yeah.
mayor. Like I said, from the criminal side, I couldn't stand this motherfucker.
Nobody could.
But from
I think they need that iron
Yes.
fist back.
that motherfucker, boy.
I think they need that iron
Listen,
fist
man.
back. It's like there's no way that the community is failing this bad, and people just kind of like turn their head away.
Oh, listen,
Yeah.
man.
That
Well, I
motherfucker
know
had
that.
send the fucking bands to your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting locked up. If you outside, you get locked
When
up.
O'Malley was here, them sweeps was happening often. They would come through your way, deep as
And
shit.
it wasn't no day like
Yeah,
knockers.
yeah.
That was Tuesday and
the
Thursday.
Thursdays.
Mhm.
This would be a
You get locked
random
up on
day.
a Sunday. Fuck
Wow.
hell, man. Yeah, that
You
motherfucker-
I
outside.
believe that's what we need back, and everybody's going to
That's
hate
back
it.
when the book
But the thing is,
was crowded.
it's necessary.
Yeah.
It's going to happen, V. Have you looked at downtown? Do you know why all the businesses have got shut down and then they set a real high price on some bullshit abandoned shit? So we can't get it.
Yeah.
If you look at all your major cities, right?
Mhm.
You, Chicago, LA, well, New York is the most diverse city in the world. So that's just a city. But if you look at all your major cities or whatever, the bad parts are the county. Baltimore was also part of an experiment. Like, okay, we'll put the blacks in the city,
See how it works.
you know what I mean, for a while and see how this worked. I told you it was going to fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
So now let's ship their ass to
So-
the county.
Now, people think it's good because they get a Section 8 in Harford County. Harford County ain't shit no more.
And that's the thing. Black folks are so fucking idiotic
It's
that
white
it bothers
people on
me.
McCullough Street now.
My thing is that the bus used to, in order to get from downtown to Columbia, it was a Greyhound bus that you had to take. That's how exclusive going to the Columbia was. If they are giving you Section 8, MBQ, or whatever other fucking housing program, and they putting you in the county, it's because once they get the city back where it needs to be, you ain't never
And the
catching the
thing is,
bus
some-
to get in town again.
You think
They
they
are
gonna
going to
spend
monopolize.
millions
Hold up.
on Lexington Market to have junkies come back?
Bulldog City said,
You
I'm
think
gonna
they
go
destroying
to every-
Perkins down Fells Point
every direction
to bring black people
Yeah,
back?
Have y'all been
Mm-mm.
watching the news? Did y'all
Yeah.
see about what they get ready to do with the village, right? You know, a Chicago land developer bought Emerson Village, where Popeyes, that whole shopping
Oh yeah,
center.
yeah.
They
yeah, I
just
saw
bought that. They talking about they get ready to renovate that whole area. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
Area.
They supposed to be running a train through the whole
Emerson.
Yeah, they're supposed to be running the train.
It was,
The
I know at
whole-
Oh,
one
you
time they were
talking
trying to
about
put them on the
the
train.
red line joint? No, they diminished that.
They
that
diminished-
project.
they were
Yeah, I
gonna
remember
do
they
that.
were talking about that before.
They were going to do that, and then they changed that. But as far as like
Real
right
quick,
now,
let me read this on because
Go
we're
ahead.
going past this comment. Bulldog City said, "Raised in the hood every other day." When O'Malley was in office,
Oh yeah.
he said they would come through in every direction all at once. Everybody.
that's a
I'm
fact.
gonna come
You
through in
wasn't
a
going-
Cadillac.
And I believe that that's what they need to do now.
Listen,
I think so.
Yo.
I think so.
Niggas, any nigga that's in me and Fast age bracket know that back when we was on that block, when O'Malley was in that motherfucking office, they came through and they was in pickup trucks, Cadillacs, Acuras, they was in whatever. Them knockers came in whatever, yo, and they jumped out and they came in them vans, like he was saying something about the vans. That jump out them sweeps. They was running them motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what was going on. They was running sweeps it was a sweep every week, damn near.
Yeah.
To where as though you knew where they was hitting to because the word traveled fast. Niggas like, yo, they up Park Heights right now, yo. They going through the whole heights.
And by the time
They
you
sweeping
look up,
the
them
heights.
motherfuckers already right there on your back.
If you got locked up back then, niggas know you sat waiting to go through processing down the booking. You might be there a day.
Especially when they first opened the bookings and shit. They didn't have the computers up. So them motherfuckers had to write you. I'm like, yo, y'all gonna lose me in this bitch. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
you don't know where your slip,
And
where your paper can get
They
slipped at in the
used to
process.
it used to be so crowded from them sweeps. And you're running to niggas from everywhere, east and
And
west,
west,
because
yeah.
you had to sleep in the gym over courtside. On a boat.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying?
I just think that they need to go back to all of that.
But mind
I
you,
really do.
you not locked up with just homies, you locked up with junkies, motherfuckers earling,
Good.
Getting on themselves.
all this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit look like slavery, man.
Bulldog
But
City said Cherry came through in the Benz. Who was Cherry? This was the officer.
He must be talking about Red Man. Bulldog, you talk about Red Man, ain't you, yo?
I just don't
You
get
stay
it
off
now,
the
Tom.
chair.
I think everything is too easy for the kids now. And I gotta say, like, my youngest son is the most hard-headed. And I'm a person who advocates for young people, period. And I can never get this nigga to stay on one course. There's always something. And he told me over the weekend that you coddle me too much.
yeah, you did.
I said, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
Now that you said it, out your mouth, watch the change.
yeah you gotta you
22.
you gotta give them that cold shoulder.
And that's the
It'll
tough
be
part.
hard,
We
but-
we as parents, we gotta get to that place where I want you to see when you fall, this shit ain't gonna be comfortable. Me and my oldest son had the longest talk, and he was like, "Cause I'm a man and I'm ready." My oldest son asked him, "Before you say it, cause whatever you say to my mother, I'm gonna make sure she hold it. Are you saying you good and you don't need her have your back? No, I'm a man." Rodney was like, "Well, there we go." Ma, he said it.
Let's talk
When,
about
don't
you
try
want
to-
him out, I said, "When your payday, your
And
first
don't
payday,
try to
leave."
come at Rodney either and try to use him as a crutch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he already know Rodney ain't
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Because Rodney is a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
And he's not going to
Yeah.
So I asked him, I said, man, what's going on with your brother, man? You're like, that's my.
I
You know what I'm saying?
hate that we have to. Be
Oh, that's
like
right. You
that
saw
to our
Rodney
kids,
over the
though.
weekend.
Yeah.
I hate that we got to be like that.
And I, Shannon, I hate it.
Because
But-
we only have done the best that we know how to do, right?
Mhm.
And then things change. You grow. You realize you may have done something. I'm in that place now with my youngest son. He's my baby.
How old is he?
He's 50. He'll be 16.
Okay.
And he's a baby. When my
Mhm.
oldest son was 16, he was taking care of them. My
Right,
other two.
right.
But I realized that, and I hate to have to be so tough on
But
him.
but did you notice the weak part you just said? Cause that's my baby.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. So,
See, it's
so
different
he
for a
getting ready to
man.
be,
Mhm.
he getting ready, yeah. But I'm
different.
listen. But here's the thing: I acknowledge I
Right.
raised three young men,
Mhm.
and I acknowledge that they need a man.
But-
I acknowledge, so
My
I'm doing the
father
best that I
kicked
can do
me
with
out
as a woman.
At 16, best shit he ever did in my
But
life.
I don't want to do that. I don't
Sorry.
Well, see,
need
the
to
thing is, mothers,
He not.
we are automatic nurturers. That's why we got
But-
baby
but
dolls
why-
as a
let me ask you,
child.
But why did you get kicked out because you were 16 or because you were
Oh no, I
doing
was
things
fucked
that
up.
you? Oh yeah.
And my father meant it. He said, "Yo, once you start fucking around with that shit or whatever, and
Yeah,
doing this and doing
yeah.
that, you get
But I
the
just
fuck
hate
away
that.
from me."
But my son's not dead. Not,
And my father, actually, he meant everything you said because we had got into. I said it before. We got in an accident, so we go to therapy. I get down there. We had therapy at the same time. This nigga act like he never saw me in my life.
Yo, and that had to crush you.
I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Dad?" Hey,
Gotta address this.
and he just, God damn.
This I gotta address the elephant in the room. A lot of the problems, a lot of the shit that's going on with these kids that we didn't have back then was it seemed like it's more mental health issues than normal. And a lot of that shit got to do with this bullshit we eating, the food fucked up, the chemtrails that's in the air. It's a lot of crazy shit that's been going on.
And funky bitches.
Well, hold
Here we
up real
go.
quick.
Here we
Bulldog
go
City
with
on Instagram said most hated police crew: Mark Price, Cherry, Big Black, and Scott Wrestler.
Yes.
In parentheses, he put Pinky.
And Peckerhead will have a fucked up haircut, so you can laugh at his head.
Just because.
He just nigga have never had a real haircut. It just looks stupid and shit. And you try not to laugh.
But you know what? Now the children, the young people are so. Ain't nobody doing nothing to me. They don't even know the like. He was able to name every officer from his
Oh,
hood.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
because you
See
knew
what I'm-
and you
see
knew
what I'm
which
saying?
one's
See
right
what I'm saying?
was going to act accordingly.
See?
But these kids now don't respect no
See?
fucking body. They don't even say what they used to say. Fire up. They don't even say that shit no more. Oh, they walk
We
past.
used to be like
It's a regular old car.
Joanne, because that was the cop name on the video game back in the day and shit.
The kids
but-
now don't have
Be
that.
like,
they
yo,
don't have
time
that.
out. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Steve coming. You need to get out of there. 'Cause
You
he
need
was
to
gonna
go.
be on your ass.
They don't even know that now.
Run through alleys. These cops don't do that, man. But I'm
Well,
telling
yeah,
you,
they so
it's
high.
going to come
They high.
back. I'm telling
We
you.
don't know. They high.
Well, I think
How
we
you high and selling drugs?
we were high and they leaning harder than the crackheads that's coming to them.
Hell yeah.
Be on a man. I remember Stewart dumbass had he had sent a picture, man. It was like 3 kids in the bus stop thing.
Mm-hmm.
All of them was slumped over each
Oh, I
other.
saw that
I'm
on
like,
on Facebook.
These niggas, these,
Story up in the barber.
these
Yeah.
young
I saw him post that.
these young niggas is dope fiends. Period. You know what I mean? They be high as shit.
And
And
they
But
then
they
Because
don't
of
even get
pills.
it. Yeah.
I told the Lord nigga,
I was gonna say, they don't even get it.
Cut the middle, man. Get you a bag of dope, man. I mean, that's what you got in you.
Because they don't even realize. They don't even realize the capacity of how high they get.
Taking pills was for white boys when I was coming along. Pills? You taking no motherfucking
These
pills?
kids now, and like Robbie said, they relate everything to mental health issues. If the fuck we wasn't fucked up eating shit like chitlins and gristles and lizards, gizzards, whatever that shit was, and I ain't get mentally fucked up, there's no way that the capacity of the food that I feed these kids is the only thing that's fucking them up mentally.
Funky bitches.
and they
And you know what? You know I hate for him to say funky bitches. Y'all know how him and Robert get on these bitches. But I gotta agree with y'all today.
9 times out of 10,
'Cause
a
why-
lot of
why the men not
fucked up
there?
guys out here are being raised by a funky bitch.
I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I hate to say it.
And
but
it's
that's what
sad
it is.
because they trying to be
I'm
the
sorry.
friend too.
But you gotta think, and then some of these funky ass bitches
Uh-oh, here we
won't-
go.
What some of these
Funky
funky
bitch
ass
parade.
bitches won't even let the man do his job and be a father to his job.
Because they got too much pride. They got too
Some
much
of these
pride.
funky bitches, let's keep it all the way funky. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, we
Call
got
your father. What? Call you.
Okay,
Call
see?
your father.
Well, you can't,
Call
you
your father.
can't relate because you
I-
had a man
Listen.
to step in
When
with
I
stuff.
went through my divorce, I remember having a conversation with my ex-husband. Say, "Listen, both of us are going through it. We gotta help each other.
Mhm.
Come get your. I don't listen. You ain't got no money to give me. I can't make you give me nothing. And I, I'm not bitter. I wasn't bitter. I'm not gonna take you to child support because I know
Yeah, I wasn't one of
we
them.
just separated. Neither one of us got it. But come get your son so I can go to work.
Yeah.
My
We gotta
kid-
work together. Like
my sons, I could have just been arguing with their mother, you
I-
dumb
I can't-
bitch,
I can't.
this, that, and the third.
I'm
She can
different.
call me 10 minutes later. yo, you gonna have to come get this motherfucker. I'm on my way.
Shit.
Yeah,
I wish I had that.
I'm gonna come there and clear your motherfucking teeth.
I wish I had
If you
that.
disrespect your mama, because if you disrespecting your mama like that,
Shut
nobody
up.
has a
in the
chance.
argument. And come get your goddamn son.
In the midst of the argument.
And that is the
You
argument.
hate me, I hate you too, but
You
come
only
get
get
your
him
fucking
4
kid.
times a month. Every other weekend is 4 days a month.
That ain't enough.
Come get your
That ain't
that's
enough.
the
That ain't enough.
Lakeisha was started off with it. I even hate calling your dumb ass, but
That's being earned. That's being earned.
That is me. Hey, how you doing today? You feeling good? You need anything? You want me to drop them off? Hey, boy, hey, don't worry about it. You're tired. You've been working all day. I'll bring them all the way
I
to you. Don't worry
wish.
about it.
Time.
No.
Real quick,
Wish.
Bulldog City on Instagram said the quality of music plays a
I don't know.
You-
Damn.
It is.
That's why people like Rakim, Talib Kweli, Big Daddy
not-
Kane,
They don't even know who they
they
are.
can't.
They can't.
They still do their shows, but it's for us.
But it's for us to run
The
back.
kids of today,
kids
oh
of
man,
today.
that shit bullshit. But you can listen to 21 Savage that sound like
Listen,
Cat in the Hat.
ask my son. My son is sitting out there right now.
Mhm.
When you ask him who his favorite artist is, it's gonna piss you. You be like, why? His favorite artist is NBA.
Oh,
Youngboy.
God. Oh, God, please.
That's his
What did he
favorite
say?
I know
artist.
What
one
did
too
NBA
many NBA
Youngboy-
Youngboy songs.
I don't know, I gotta
My son
hear
is
it.
gonna drive me crazy.
Listen,
Oh,
man.
God.
Listen,
You ain't missing
man.
nothing.
Listen, man. Listen.
I don't know what this kid be saying,
This,
but I know
this
one too
little
many
kid
songs.
got these little boys in a chokehold.
Yo, it's
To the point
insane.
where as though that's all
Listen,
he
this
wanna
kid
hear.
get in trouble. He done been to jail. He got, I don't know.
He
how
got
many
10 kids.
He only what? 20? He
20 something.
With 10
early
children?
20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Herpes. He got herpes.
Yeah, he got Floyd Mayweather
He got
daughter
in
and some
trouble
shit.
so much.
Oh, is that the one his daughter was messing with?
Yeah.
Did she got baby
He
by
got
him?
baby
Don't
by
she?
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, she stabbed
I
the
remember.
girl.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that shit.
Yes. He
Like
got
on
in
the
trouble
respect
so
of your
much, I
father, I
asked my
couldn't
son.
understand
He
because
ain't
of
been
her
in
father
trouble
how
in
she
a minute,
fallen.
had he? He got in trouble so much. I asked my son just not too long, maybe a couple weeks ago. He been out of jail. Haven't he? I ain't heard his name. That's the only time I
I
heard
had
his
to
name.
ask my son, like, what is it that you like about?
The music is totally idiotic.
I
Yo,
don't
I'm
even know
telling
what
you,
he's saying though.
to this day, I can repeat every word to the song
Now
Self-Destruction.
listen, I listen.
That
to
was my
Young
shit
Stuff,
growing
old
up.
stuff. I listen to everything, but NBA Youngboy, I just can't get with it. I just.
I can't get with a lot of it. Yo, I'm so
First
fucking
of
old school,
all,
it's
first of all,
ridiculous.
his name's not NBA Youngboy anymore. That's what you don't know.
He changed his
How
name.
about that? It's just Youngboy. Ha.
Oh.
How about that?
Oh.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Another
yeah.
Diddy, they just
Told you I
changed their
know too
name
much.
where they
I
feel
know
like
too
it.
much.
I
Oh,
came
no,
up
Diddy
on
said,
this.
My son loves that motherfucker.
Yes.
Don't go to do it. Yeah.
On the pause, I'm low on my level.
What? That was the music. I don't get it.
And they laugh at us.
Let it roll, get bold. I just can't hold back and forth because I'm a man with soul. In control and effects of what the heck rock the discotheque and his groove is what's next.
I remember the old shit. Yo, the cool shit
I
that
ain't
made
no
you
joke.
cool.
I used to let the mic
What?
smoke.
I got it made. Especially like these kids had none of that now.
And the video is even
What
dumber
they
now.
do to them.
They be in there
They
with
don't.
all kind of
We
dotted
not gonna never
guns.
understand it because it's not for us.
No,
They have songs that make them feel the same way those
yo, I'm
songs.
gonna tell you
Yeah,
how
never
crazy
connect.
and ironic, not ironic, but how crazy it is. Like when Luke came out and had women shaking their ass, everybody was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Mhm.
NWA, like they on stage, you sing this song and we're taking you to jail. Everything was totally different. Yeah, we probably liked NWA, we liked Luke dancers, but at the same time, you already knew certain shit you just couldn't do. But we liked it. That's when the fucking Freakniks and the Spring Flicks and all the bullshit came out with Luke.
You watching the jukebox and you see them walking, you hear,
Luke's Peep
Come on,
Show.
baby.
I'm sure that everybody,
oh yeah.
everybody watched Luke's Peep Show. I don't give a fuck who you was or how old you was.
Nothing,
BET
nothing was, I
Uncut.
was getting ready to say, nothing was better than Uncut. What?
No.
Yeah.
Ain't wasn't nothing
Well,
like
now-
that
This
in
world
the
is
video.
still
boy.
I know, I like Tigger in the basement.
They be in the video now with the big guns.
And they don't
and
even have those.
smoking
Now that's
weed.
what they don't have.
No
They
girls
don't
around.
have 106 and Park. and
Right,
They
and
don't
see, the
have.
thing is, well, like I said, that shit was so police. If you sing a certain song, which they did it anyway, the police coming on the stage and locking your ass up.
Team
Your whole
Summit.
concert over.
Remember
They
Team
don't have
Summit?
none of that.
Yeah, yeah.
When I
That's the
go on
thing,
YouTube
they don't
and
have
stuff,
any of that.
video,
Because
I get
you-
stuck.
the Jewish community owns BET, so they allow the ignorance because it was too black at first.
And now here we go.
Yeah, so,
And
wow.
nobody is taking that
Mhm.
shit back. I'm telling you, I just talked to a young lady over the weekend, and she was so real that I had to go live and talk about her. Like, I am determined that every young person I'm going to say something to, I'm going to redirect. This fucking studio going to be filled with so many young people shows, it's going to be fucking ridiculous. Because I need to be able to teach you so you can teach the next person. And I look at my son like, that am I failing? But no, like he said out his mouth to me, oh no, you coddle me.
But you know, I
Go
think
ahead, bitch, okay? Thank you for telling me.
Just
but
like
you
it's
know,
the
we
thing-
can learn
hold
a
up
lot from
real
Because
quick.
I knew it was spoiled,
Real-
but it's
real
different
quick.
when the spoiled motherfucker tell you.
The thing about it, and this is just me, this is the opinions of Big Tone, you know what I'm saying? I understand that, we got the alphabet community and all that stuff or whatever. To
Mhm.
each his own. But when you start fucking with my childhood memories and stuff like that, I got an issue with that. Like, it was a new Cinderella movie coming out, and I'm like, oh, damn, this might be good. Me and my daughter looking like, yeah, this might be good. We're going to go see this. Then the gay dude is the fairy godmother. I said, we will not go see this.
That and I watched
It's
that.
too much
No,
promotion.
let
I'm
me
not
tell
against
you-
them, but I'm not for me. I'm not fighting for them. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you how crazy that
Mm.
Cinderella was.
Lesbians
That it
cool.
crushed me so much at the end of the movie, because you're nasty. At the end of the movie, Cinderella, she gets the prince, he realized that she the one, and they live happily. No. At the end of that particular one you talking about, Cinderella goes with this queen from somewhere else and become her dress designer and tell the prince we'll probably get back together if it's meant to be later. I said, who the fuck is that?
No real man should watch P Valley.
Listen, ain't no getting around that.
I'm sorry.
I don't care how you dress it up.
Dudes try to say, oh, yeah, you saw that
Yeah,
post.
yeah, I seen that
And
bitch ass shit.
chicken talking about, yeah, because, I just want to understand. Why do you want to understand this?
I think
I don't care what they do in the
it's
community.
because of
I don't hate them.
that's where the money is.
But I don't
Like the
wanna
young
hate
man,
him.
he married
Come on.
to a woman, but he played a part so fucking well. It would make me question my husband.
I
But
I
he
doubt
getting
that.
the money. He getting the money for doing that fucking part. You degrading yourself so low to be willing to get this dollar.
I
ain't
don't want
acting.
that shit forced on me. I don't give a fuck what's going on. At the end of the day, no, it's not a hate thing, but
Right.
with the way y'all trying to
Not
force
hating,
it on me,
definitely not hating.
you make a
It's just talking
person
about the different
you make a
people.
person dislike the whole movement.
They
Like
got
at the
gay
end of the
people on
day,
Sesame
They
Street
bullies.
now.
They bullies.
like come on, man. It's like y'all.
Yo, I'm gonna tell wait real quick.
Oh
Let me
man,
read
that
this
shit
comment.
bullshit.
Bulldog City said they just came out. They just came out and said, he said out. They just came out and said that Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street is a gay couple. But we always kind of, I think when I got,
Yeah.
we got like these two niggas sleep together in the same room in bed, like it was too close. It was some stuff we thought. Bulldog City said, why these people fucking with the childhood? I don't get it.
Yo, listen, when we was little, we all can attest to this. When we was little, back then, and you know what I mean? I don't care who get offended or how they get offended. But at the end of the day, because what I'm saying is not
It's not
meant to
said
offend.
to
This is
be
this is Rob's opinion.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, back then this shit was like a secret society. It was like, you knew people that did it, or you might have had a family member or two
Yes,
that was
yes.
fucking with it or whatever, but that was their lane.
Mhm.
It wasn't no whole bunch of you turn on your TV. You're forced to watch this shit on every show that you like now. It's some gay shit.
It is nothing. I'm telling you, I am a big Harry Potter fan. Y'all know that. I got Harry Potter shit in my office in here, my office at home, my bedroom. I'm a Harry Potter fan. Part 2 to the story about Dumbledore came out like a year ago. So I'm watching this shit yesterday. I saw it at the movies, but Mike not into it, so I really couldn't pay attention. I watched it yesterday. Why the fuck Dumbledore gay?
Who the hell
Now,
is
let me say
Dumbledore?
Dumbledore
The big
is
motherfucker?
the older man with the beard. He is the school headmaster.
Oh, yeah, I
So
guess
let me
he
say this.
is.
My issue.
That he is gay in the plot when they talk about his life. The guy who was his best friend and they learned the magic and got outstanding whatever growing up, what made him to become the big deal that he was. was his boyfriend the whole time. He said in the movie like, who gonna love you now?
So this is my issue with it. This is my
If
issue.
my mother heard that, she
This is
probably
my-
mad as hell in heaven.
I don't care
Who gonna- he say,
who you
who
love.
gonna
I
love
don't
you
care
now?
how
I was
you
blown
love.
away.
That's not my business. I don't care. If you
Right.
want to love, if a woman want to love a woman,
I'm saying it's nothing worse because I
My
love
issue
myself a
is-
thick
my
woman. I
issue
ain't saying it's
is-
a bad about, but how you shuffling it down?
yeah. So the same with man and woman. The same thing.
Yeah.
Sesame Street, you don't need to know about sex. You don't need to know about relationships.
Your
You-
colors and your number.
It's fucking Sesame Street. Why does anything have to be about a relationship?
Because now
I do understand.
now
I get-
homosexuality bring the money
Bert and Ernie was in the
and I
crib.
get
They
and
never
I
said
get
they was
back to what you
brothers.
said,
in.
back
Right?
to
So
what
we
you said.
already knew they were roommates. Sorry about that, Shannon.
Let me
He
ask you.
said, hey,
You were
Bert.
saying because men is the same thing as a couple with a man and a woman.
I just don't. I don't like that sex. Period.
Right.
Relationship stuff. I don't like that it's forced on children. Period. It's forced on children.
Mhm.
Why are we talk? Why is Bert and Ernie? Why? Who cares? So it's kind of contradictory to me because you had this. That's what I was about to say. So I do understand. It was a secret society and it was all of this, and they want to be in the open and love who they like. Go for it. Go,
Right.
God damn it, I don't care. You want to be in the park and kiss? I don't have to. I don't care.
Right.
Because if I'm kissing my man in public, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to keep on going. I want you to mind your business, and that's what I'm gonna do. But when it comes to children
That's
and forcing it,
that's my
we don't force relationships on children, no matter who
No,
they
but-
love.
yeah.
We don't talk about who is sitting down with a 5-year-old. Johnny, I noticed you like wearing lipstick. We don't even talk about those things. Listen, all of us have some type of homosexuality in our family at some point.
Mhm.
Some may have known when they was little, some may not have. We don't care.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It's that you're forcing it.
Mhm.
Just like the commercials, right?
Please
They-
bring that up.
They make it okay to get fucked in your ass and catch AIDS.
They make AIDS look like if you ain't
Yeah, I
walking
do
on the
this
beach
for
with
crack.
AIDS.
Like-
I mean, it's like one
Nigga, you
couple-
got AIDS.
It's just gay couple. This is one couple with a man and a woman washing a dog in the bathtub and then walking down the block, exercising
The big
together.
bitch.
The whole time they talking about AIDS. Like, what the fuck are we promoting? AIDS was something you knew it, and you better stay the fuck away from it. You gonna die
Listen,
if you get this. Now it's
like,
like
oh, well,
you don't
if
got
you
AIDS.
get it, it's like
you
her
ain't shit.
we can treat it.
yeah. Let me ask y'all
You
something.
ain't got AIDS. You ain't
Oh,
shit.
I just got AIDS.
Right.
You're gay and you don't have AIDS? Oh, you're not living.
Right.
That's not
Damn.
making sense.
But let me ask y'all this.
Yeah.
Do y'all think it's fair for these people to promote like these younger kids getting sex changes and shit?
No.
This is the crazy. Listen, man. This the world.
You
we
gotta
living in
watch
right
that
now.
Trump speech that Trump put out.
Listen,
I mean, it's hilarious, but he telling the truth.
listen. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie and bullshit you. Like, my thing is, you a child. You don't know. You don't. You
don't know
you're
where
not
you're gonna
now-
be
You
at
don't
when-
know what's going on.
You
So
14.
why would you allow?
or you 12.
Yeah.
I don't
My
even
own
know, is it
12-year-old
even
daughter at
healthy?
one point said that she not sure if she like girls or boys and
That's the
shit.
thing, but when they get grown, they more subtle than who they want to be. So how am I going to allow you to get a sex change at 13, 14?
I'm saying
And
this.
there's people now that regret getting one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying this because case in point, like Dwayne Wade. This man takes
Yeah.
his 13, 14-year-old son.
But see, he leaving his son out there by himself. He gay as a bitch too. I ain't convinced.
I mean,
yet.
yeah, I think
You got
yo,
this
definitely.
strong
He with,
woman.
he with Gabby.
Being gay
Gab,
and
I
having
think
sex change
Gabrielle.
is
I think Gabrielle put the strap on and fucked Dwayne Wade to
Right.
that. I really believe.
Those are the words of Robert.
Yeah, these are my words. I said you fucking right. But anyway, where I'm at with it is shit. Kids shit like they're forcing that. It's like the agenda is a motherfucker. But to force that, why would you present that to a child? You know what I'm saying? These kids, they can't. Why would you influence their way
But
of
even
thinking
my own
or have
fucking-
them
my
thinking
sister
that
and my-
that's cool?
My daughter, the thing is,
That's
who
my
you
thing.
want to be is who you want to be at the time. Make it work for you. If it's going to be longevity, then you'll know once you get a little older that this is what you want to do.
I could
But
imagine
I'm
me
not going to
coming
tell
down
you.
the steps telling my father, "Daddy, this is what I want to
I
be."
think You talked about
Get
mental
your bitch
illness.
ass.
This is my opinion.
Oh,
This is my opinion.
and
This is Shannon's opinion.
And I know where she get rid
I
of.
don't
No.
agree with sex change, period. As Dave Chappelle was trying to say, sex matter. Listen, I got this friend that he said it to, and I can't unhear it now. He said it to me years ago. You talked about mental illness. You can see and have sex with whoever you want. I don't care. But to change your gender is some type of mental illness to me. If I decide today that I want to be a dog, I can't go and be a dog and bark for the rest of my fucking life.
My thing
What
is,
is wrong with you?
But this the
You
thing
can
that
see
gets
who
me.
you
you want to
haven't
be.
accepted who the fuck you are. Why should I have to accept you changing your
No. But that says, first of all, if I want to go and get a breast lift, a tummy tuck, a ass, the first thing they fucking
Transform
evaluate
to
is
a-
my goddamn mind. What can you say?
Let's
What are you
transform
saying
into a
to
funky
a
bitch.
doctor? What can you say
But
to
you
a
still gotta
doctor
get a mental
that doesn't
evaluation to
mean
get it.
that it's something not
Well,
wrong
see,
with
the
you?
thing
You
is,
were born a male. You can see a male. You can see
Shannon.
a female. It's something wrong with
but
you.
this is the
Now,
thing.
do I care? Does it matter to me? No, it doesn't.
Let me
But
answer your question.
I don't like it.
All of that is in the network of making the money. The doctor gonna say, yeah, you got good mental health. Why? Because he gonna get paid for just writing. Yeah, she mentally good. It's all about the money. Everything is controlled by the dollar.
I got one comment that I
So
need to
what
read.
makes a woman want to eat another woman's ass?
Let me,
God's
let me read this comment. I love cakes for you said, the world we live in today, everything that used to be wrong is now right, and everything that used to be right is now wrong.
Because it's
Praying for
designed
us.
by the big brother. I
What
can't
the
say
world
that.
is
Let
headed
me read
to.
this comment over here. Rodney Pierce said there is an old saying: too much of anything is bad. And this generation,
Yeah, that's your boo.
and this generation has too much freedom and access to things they aren't mature enough to understand. That's it right there.
You walk down the
That's it
street
right
in Saudi Arabia acting gay, you getting stoned on the spot, and your head cut
And
off.
that's an
But
extreme.
like Rodney Pierce just said, they got too much access to everything. We in here now. This child is out in the lobby. You can hear every fucking game, music. He done played. When we went places when we was young, we didn't have access to phones then. So you would sit there until your mother was ready. You want to die watching the clock, but you knew, let me sit right here and be quiet.
See, you
There's too much access to everything.
see, like I say, Rob can attest. He had his father in his life and stuff like that.
Right, yeah, y'all both say that all the
You
time.
you get the speech before you walk in anywhere. Look,
Right.
you ain't got
Don't
no
you touch
motherfucking
that.
money. My father would just say, "You ain't got no motherfucking money. I ain't buying you shit." Matter of fact, don't even look at shit. Look,
And that's the thing. So you knew how
going in
when
this
you got
hole.
older what the fucking structure was to be treated like I knew to be treated like a child. Let me make sure you're good. Like I knew to tell him this morning, let me make sure you got everything you need. You want a snack? Go with me now. Let me get you a cake. Let me get you some chips. Let me set you up because we're gonna be in here on this show for an hour. I know structure.
but you ever been out
But the
somewhere
thing
when you were
is,
younger
like
with your
Rodney
mother
said, we can't get them to
and see
understand.
another kid getting fucked up, and then your peoples look at you like, "You better not try
And bitch,
that."
you know better. You better
You
not.
see this kid getting dragged over.
Yo, my
Oh,
grandmother
I
was an
never
usher.
do this.
My mother, grandmother was an usher at church. From way back there to my seat, you get that eye like, oh, I ain't do nothing. That wasn't. I ain't moved in church. I know you ain't gonna beat me right here in the middle of service, but that eye would cut sharp enough for you to say, "Let me sit the fuck back." My sister LaWanda would get in trouble without a shadow of a doubt. It was never a time that this bitch did not go against the fucking grain. I saw that and I was like, I'm never getting fucked up like her.
I can't even sit here
She-
and bullshit
but
you.
she kept doing shit.
Hmm.
She kept on. She wouldn't stop.
I don't know, man. I've collected many ass whippings in my day.
That's what I'm saying about LaWanda. She would just take it.
You think they helped you?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Now,
I still did shit, but
What's the butt? I want to hear the butt.
it helped me later on because I was gonna do goofy shit. I'll say this: me being raised by my dad helped me out better. And it's no disrespect to my mother, but my mother knows she wasn't bad. Man, I be doing life right now for me, man, because
But was it the,
really
was
wouldn't
it the, was it
listen
the
to
spanking
her.
and the beating, or was it the discipline, or was it the sternness in the
It was
relationship
the whole.
that you
It
had
was
with
the.
your
I was
father?
It was
in
the
wrong
whole
altogether.
collective.
Because
See, we grew up under their tutelage where we feared them.
Yeah.
Kids don't fear
Fear them.
They
nobody.
don't fear nobody. No.
We fear your father, the school principal,
that's all a person
the
had to
police,
say. I'ma call your
Teacher,
father.
Miss Wilson,
your
with the glass.
uncles. Like you ain't fuck
Yeah.
with your uncles.
Yeah.
Cause they ain't get a belt. They just beat the shit out
But
you
you
in a
know
circle.
now, kids will fear somebody else's parent before they fear their own parent.
That's me. My
But
my
that's
my
the
son's
parents'
kid
fault.
friends-
I'm sorry.
And I'm telling you, Tone, bottom line, that's why I say every funky bitch comment that I gotta agree with. Cause it's the I gotta take the fault that this kid, when a nigga tell you to your face, well, you coddle me too much. Oh, my bad. That's like me having a crackhead child that keeps stealing from me. And he say, well, you keep leaving the purse, you know I'm a thief.
Yeah.
To me, that's what that statement was. Like
But
he might as well say, well, bitch, stop spoiling me.
ain't that hurtful? What?
It was so hurtful. And I'm so glad my oldest son was there because my oldest son don't ever play with his mother. And it took everything for me to like sit back like, wow, but I appreciated it. Why? Because now I know you was doing too much, but you knew you was doing too much. You mental health counsel people who do too much. And you sitting here letting this kid walk all over
Because you
you.
thought he was special, cute, and cuddly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's us as men.
And he not even the
We don't
youngest
see you
child.
as cuddly. You know what I'm saying? You anything to me at one point. Get away from here, bitch.
His father died last year in January. I'm telling you, I regret that he gone just because the handle that he had on him. And it's like now he know he ain't got to deal with that. He know that hand ain't coming.
My son
The
still
purpose-
say yes sir to me and all that shit because even with my father, as cool as we was before he passed or whatever, that was my nigga. But I still yes sir.
I
You know what I
can't,
mean?
I can't even bullshit you. The purpose, I got my ass whipped a lot. I was off the chain. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure Tone can attest to this. He didn't make mention of this, but I'm going to say it. And I know he probably meant to say it. When I got my ass whipped, granted, like Shannon was like, so you still did? Yeah, we still did shit. But I guarantee that ass whipping make you think.
The next
Before
time.
you make that decision again, like you weigh your options. You like, well,
You don't do the same.
Yeah, you don't do
shit.
the same shit.
You don't
I'm
do-
only
and
asking
you don't
because
do it the same way.
Smart
I
enough.
wasn't bad at all.
I'm telling you, Shannon, I would
like I didn't get
do things, but see, I had not just my mother, I had 4 fucking big sisters before I even get to my mother. And then by the time I get to my mother, she tired, my uncle coming over.
and my
And he
brother
gonna
got all
handle
the
it.
ass whipped
I
for
got
me and
one
for me and
beating
both.
when I was younger because my mom was like, don't go to this party. Don't go, don't you leave out of here. I left out, went to the party, wanted to go so bad. I went with some bitches that I don't even hang with.
Man,
It got banked.
Always too scared.
Black eye and still got an ass whipping for
My
going out.
brother got his ass whipped so much I was scared.
No,
I was scared. Like I wasn't a bad child at all. I was scared, and
I used to
I
hope
remember
my
skipping
sister
school
got a
in
beat.
high school.
Why? Just so you can see it.
My sister, the teacher had called from her school, right? I'm like, yeah, she gonna get her ass whipped today. I can't wait to see this. It ain't gonna always be me. So, okay. She had a deficiency notice that she didn't give to my mother and them.
So
You know what I'm
get signed,
saying?
take it back.
So the teacher had called and was like, did y'all get the deficiency notice or whatever? My father like, no, we didn't get it or whatever. So he said, hey, baby girl, such and such. She said, oh, yeah, daddy, I forgot to give it to you or whatever. I don't know what's wrong with this teacher, but such and such, such and such. He said, oh, no, we'll get on the bottom of it. What?
You was mad as shit.
I said, what? I said, what? Why? I got to beat.
You got a beating after her shit?
No.
I was ready
I
to
was
say.
like,
Or if it was
no,
hard,
listen.
you would get a beating.
I said,
if it was in the
if I'd have did that, I'd have got a beating, Dad. Such and such. Don't turn around. Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you anyway. Why the fuck you ain't? I walked right in the ass whooping.
So you couldn't.
And she laughing going up the steps. I'm like, this bitch. Like, oh my.
My brother right now, if we get into an argument and I call him a name or something, he be like, I'm gonna tell mom. He'll tell my mother, and she will fuss at me.
And still a
But he got every ass whipping, and my brother he got ass whippings for the both of us.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, when our
growing
parents
up,
was
we
living
learned
this shit,
that-
man, my sister, I'm gonna tell daddy. We
Yeah,
grown and
son,
shit. Like,
me,
we
my
tell
brother
dad.
Right.
right
Still
back to
grown
that.
with saying it.
Yeah, I'ma tell. That's what he say. Right. That's a joke between us now. But he really do tell on me. Like I done got in trouble so much as an adult. You need to talk to your brother a little bit better.
No,
He
because
lied on me though.
when
So
you're the
listen,
brother that got your ass whipped, you
listen,
become the
it's so
special
bad
one.
now that when I do really have to get in his ass, I call my mother. Hey, mom, let me tell you what I told your son, so he don't mix my words up.
That's
Oh my
that's
God.
that's being right.
That's tough.
That's being
That's
right.
tough.
I don't like when I say shit. I say it. I
Rodney,
say what I mean.
call
Let me
me-
tell you what I
Let me,
said.
let me tell you now what I told your son.
Yeah, that's it.
Rodney,
Hey, I don't
because
care.
Rodney's like, okay, that's my husband. Go ahead, son. Handle it however you gotta handle him. But then even Rodney got tired of him. The thing is, I just feel like we need to get back. When a motherfucker tell you to your face you coddle me too much, it's time.
That's
It's time to
yeah.
back up.
That's
It-
See,
but-
y'all
but yo,
women,
it's so
y'all
much
women
that. I
don't
don't-
know how to
But
take the titty out.
But here's the thing, though, Tone. Here's the thing. I was the youngest, so anytime something need to happen with my nieces and nephews growing up, my mother calling me, look, go over there and do this. Such and such got suspended. Go over there and get him and go to your house till it's time to go back to school. I already know I'm going to get you. You getting a beating. You going to be in trouble. My nephew actually was here on the
It's all
show a week
manipulation.
ago. He always stayed on point because he knew I don't want to go down around the house. Already knew that. How would I go through all these generations to get here to this motherfucker?
But
that
let me
can tell to my face,
predict this.
You coddle me.
Let me
too
see if
much.
I predict this.
Oh, it ain't me, bitch. It's you. It's that water.
Yeah, but
As Rob
let me
said,
see
it's
if I
the food
predict
you
this.
fucking with.
I predict that he crying wolf. And what I mean by that is he wants you to leave him alone. He wants you to leave him alone in a whole different way. Like he don't want you disciplining him. That's his way
Right.
of telling you.
She's
You
scared to
understand what
let
I'm
him
saying?
go because
So
she think he's
he
going to go do
used those
crazy
words.
shit and go to
He
jail.
used those words
And I
because he
don't
knew
wanna
it was
face
gonna
that
cut you. He used those words.
But
to him.
here's the thing, Shannon, what he didn't expect, which he should have, because Rodney was standing there. Whatever you say,
and that's but
you getting held
but
to.
he
So
wanted-
now he didn't even realize when you get your
and that's
paycheck,
okay.
you gotta get
Listen,
out.
and that's okay.
I mean,
as
you,
he
your
should,
bed, all your shit.
as he should. But I'm saying to you, he wants you to leave him alone. He
Well, he
said
left
that
alone.
because he knows it cuts you.
Well, he left alone.
You know what the
Literally,
hardest
he left
thing
alone.
is? My father used to do shit like, I do not want to see you the whole weekend. You know how hard it is to duck somebody out in the same house?
Yeah, very hard. Very hard.
That's hardest. That's a
Very
hard
hard.
ass punishment
Listen, man.
Very hard.
Punishment back then. Like I say, man.
on lockup.
Them punishments
Get
was
on
just
lockdown.
like being on lockdown when
I
you.
ain't get punished. I got
Oh, you were
punished.
just a motherfucking
high school
angel.
for
Okay.
grade.
Wait a minute, because the thing can't pick up, caption can't pick up
I'm
everybody.
not even gonna lie.
At the same time.
Punishment was in the room. You can't come out but to use the bathroom, and you gotta ask for that. And you stayed in that motherfucking room, and you come
And you
down.
literally stay
eat-
in the room.
and I'm talking about no TV.
But they
Nope.
prepared us for jail.
Yo,
But the thing is,
Go to
that
jail with
actually
shit.
shut down over the summer. Don't nobody move, because if you move, you're gonna be hot. She don't want nobody to fucking move. That's what she meant. But everybody had a book. We reading something. We exchanging books from room to room. We had a big five bedroom house. We exchanging books. It made us great. Our minds was able to grow and be imaginative. And that's the shit we say now. Oh, you hot? Well, turn the light off because you'll cool off. No, you won't.
But the thing
But that's
about
what we
it
was
is,
told.
I be wondering
No, you
now.
won't.
I be wondering
Will not-
now.
will not get
Not
cool.
gonna
Right.
pull you off.
I be wondering now, and I be thinking about like, yo, how the fuck did we survive in the inner city with no air conditioning?
None.
I was just in the basement all day.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you.
Because that was the
fan they used
coolest
to put in-
place.
In the window, it sucked the hot air out.
When my mama got one of
Oh,
them,
yeah.
I thought we was on big stick. It was like real big, brown. You turn the knob, it blow in. You turn the knob for it to blow out. Yo, we thought we was big shit. We used to be in our room, all of us watching movies together, like we was in the air. Now these little motherfuckers, this
Yeah,
nigga was
I
trying to
central
L.
air, they like, oh,
I ain't gonna be able to come over here.
Old people,
Yeah.
it hurt my bones. The central air. It hurt my. It's
So
too
we-
cold here. It hurt
So
my.
the
bones.
air wasn't an
Motherfuckers
option.
anemic like shit, though. Motherfuckers come over your house. It's too cold in here. Can I get it? What the fuck you talking about?
I think most people say that shit. Nobody's fucking iron is continuously that fucking low. Bitch, if you don't get some footies and a blanket, in my fucking living room, I keep a blanket for a cold bitch that say, I'm so cold. Well, there you go.
I can't take or stand no super cold motherfucker that come over your house.
I think some people
I keep my
jump
air
on
on all
mental
year
health
round. I ain't
bandwagon.
even gonna lie.
I
just
hate
to be jumping
I
in
hate
there.
heat, man. Like
Yeah, I can't fuck
deal
with the
with
heat.
it.
I think a lot
I
of
hate the
stuff.
It's just
summertime.
certain,
You
it's
know,
certain things in life that I work hard enough, and I ain't gonna be hot or cold.
Yeah,
Not in my house.
certain things,
Yeah.
you know,
Not in my house and not in my car. I
At
don't care
your
how much
age
gas
now,
it is, and I don't
you're
care how
not
much
going-
the BGE is.
it's certain things now at this age, you know, not to do. There's so many people who need to understand, like Rob said, you can't be your child's friend. You're not here to be their friend. It's not acceptable. It's not okay. Let it go. If your child is
I wish we had more
dressing
time.
promiscuous and doing this and doing that,
Some
and you
chicks
whip
that
them,
made the son their husband.
yeah, I just said that.
Would
That's
you
what
let
they
this
say at church.
motherfucker go?
Yeah.
Why you
I
always
had
on
my
a trip
sons-
with
I
your
had my
son?
sons
Well,
friends,
see, no, we
though.
don't. Me and Rob don't do that. but-
I am friends with my sons, all three of them.
Mhm.
They don't play with me though. So I wish we had more time for us to really dive into that. But I am my son's friend.
There's a difference. We talking about the funky bitches
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that sit there
Like I
and
tell
smoke
people all
weed.
the
with
time.
Smoke
kids.
weed
my
with the
son,
kids.
I learned so
No, the police
much
come and give me the
from
weed
my
and shit so y'all can go eat down the street.
I learned so much
Give
from
me that
my
gun
children.
you
They
just
so
shot
smart.
Melvin with.
Children work
And it's women
smarter,
who do that.
not harder. And my oldest son, in particular, he has taught me so much stuff, just in general about life, about me. Cause looking at him, he is me, and all the bad things that I've like he's in this stage of life now where he don't
All
need
right, that's
nobody.
cool. Write a book.
He don't need nobody.
Just been straight talk.
Wait, before we end, I got
We
one
gotta
more
get
thing
the
to
fuck
say.
out of here.
Wait, we got one more thing to talk
We
about.
thought you had
What
something
happened
short to say.
anniversary.
Right.
No, you said your 50th.
Yeah, so this
Yes.
week is
Yes.
Timeless JMH 5-year anniversary.
So
Yesterday.
So let's end it like this. I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
It's been 5 years.
Mhm.
I haven't known you very long, but just in this short time, I feel like this is one of your dreams, your goals
Mhm.
in life.
Yes.
This being a talk show host. So, give me a word. Give me a word that means a lot that you've learned or something that you hold in your heart and tell us what it means.
Any word or statement?
Whatever comes to your heart. And
Word or
and-
statement?
yeah.
I would say the word that I learned. I gotta give you two:
Okay.
humble and expeditiously.
All right.
For me, staying humble because your business gonna grow as long as you don't think you big headed with all this money. Your business gonna grow long as you humble enough to know I can do the work myself. No, I ain't one of them people gonna send my shit out and get it this person to design it and put the stitch in. No, I'm humble enough to say I got it. I'm humble enough to say, yo, you want your business? I got you. Tell me what you need me to do.
Can I-
I'm humble enough to not be big headed. Expeditiously mean don't
Move
wait.
expeditiously.
Yeah, you didn't move
When
expeditiously.
Well,
so
she
don't
asked me
stop.
because of business. What I'm saying is, when I think of the word expeditiously, I think about that because I feel like if you procrastinate, the shit ain't gonna grow.
I think of Joe Clark.
If I wouldn't have moved quick like I did when the guy did the shit at the studio at the radio, I wouldn't be right here. I gotta move all the time, and a lot of people tend to think that your masculine energy is too much. Well, I'm sorry if what drives me is too much for you. The day that I get a husband and I can relax and I feel like I'm safe and he can take care of me, I'll fall back. But until then, that's the energy you're gonna get when it's needed.
And you're gonna get it expeditious.
And you're gonna get it expeditiously. Don't fuck. And I just told somebody that on the phone last night, bro. You laughing, but that's what I said. Cause I told him, he was like, well, why you wild out sometimes? I said, because I sit there and I be humble. I take all the shit you say. But then when you cut
I say
up,
it all
She
the time.
needs to take this jacket
Females.
to the cleaners expeditiously.
get all the way over there. Why can't
I
we
say it
get
all the
over there?
time.
Why
Look,
can't
to
we get
follow
over
up
there?
with what you said, females when we handle business and we straight talk, we considered bitches. When men do that,
Evil
they
bitch.
considered bosses.
No.
As a woman, you're
That's
not
the
supposed
Tinder
to.
dick
Hey,
guy.
how you doing? Can you do this? No. Hey, how you doing? Can you
Let me explain it to you.
If we talk like that, we are evil.
That's what I'm
This bitch
saying.
thinks she's
That's
slick.
what I'm
Say-
saying.
Bitch,
But a
dick
man,
guy.
Fuck no,
but a
Tom.
man,
Fuck no.
they can do it all day.
To Tinder dick guys, I would never tell a woman she's a bitch because she talks
No, I
like
didn't
that.
say you told her she a bitch. But people tend to think that.
People, not big dogs.
Well, that's you. We're not
We're talking in general this whole
You're not
show.
saying
Now
you
you're gonna
particular.
start taking it personal.
And on that note,
I'm telling you, yo, like Kenny is somebody who I
Dude,
look
Miss
at.
B.
I look at as a fucking man. When I see him, I always got to get a tight hug from him. But I got a feeling that no, I'm not. Some of the shit he say,
Who we
I
talking
think
Keno.
Oh.
some of the shit he say, when I say stuff or set stuff in place, I think he downplay me just because a woman ain't going to tell him what to do.
Oh yeah, I'm going.
But at the same time, it's the woman business. So why the fuck be entangled with a woman that you don't even want to hear what she got to say? And then they wonder why we leave with masculine.
As they said in Boys in the Hood, hoes got to eat too.
Oh my.
And no.
At the end of the day, Shannon, thanks so much for mentioning my 5-year anniversary. It wasn't easy getting here, but I'm here, and I appreciate
Give
it.
it up for Timeless.
Give it up for time.
5 years.
5 years, yo.
5 years.
Bro Show gonna have all our time.
Why you
Bro
had to
Show
end it
hoodies.
with-
Shut up. We're gonna have all our timeless hoodies
Tomorrow.
on. Tomorrow, special time for the Bro Show, 8:30. Sam is officially a member of the Bro Show.
Yeah, we got that up.
You know, we're gonna have some interesting stuff to talk about. We always gonna maintain being on man time, and that's all I got to
24/7.
say.
I gotta look and see if I got somebody next week because I need Shannon to come in here and fuck with him. I'm gonna say this real quick while I'm on the line to let you know I'm not playing. Mad Max, when I see you, I'm gonna deal with you because I feel like you don't appreciate my humbleness. I'm gonna deal with you expeditiously. This has been your girl, Miss V.
The night show will be at 7 p.m. The Man to Man show.
Your show is 6 o'clock. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to. I just thought you probably forgot.
The Man show will be this evening with me and the kid Mad Max, who asked she planned on getting in along with me. We got some interesting subjects that we're going to tackle this evening, so stay tuned.
Awesome. This has been the girl, Miss V.
Excuse me?
Doesn't matter what you got to say. This been Straight Talk. We out.
I'm on your ass.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm on your ass.
I don't want to set somebody up like that forever.